Welcome, and you are listening to the Surety 3 General Agency Talk Radio with your host Rod Dawson, a general agent for Surety 3, an instructor at the Florida Bail Bond Academy, former officer and law enforcement instructor, security instructor, and director of the National Surety Association. We are here to talking about bail bonding and the bail surety industry here on this program. And here's your host Rod Dawson.
Good evening. This is Carmen from Surety 3 General Agency, and it seems like I have Mr. John online. Mr. John, are you here with me today?
Yes, I'm here.
How are you today?
I'm well. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. It's always a pleasure speaking with you. So for those of you that's joining in with us today, me and Mr. John have had previous communication about him joining our company and the type of contracts and rates that we can offer him. And I wanted him to give a call into our podcast so that he could just tell the agent about his experience with our company and what we can offer. How's your weekend so far, Mr. John?
It's going well. It's going well, trying to stay dry. It's a little rainy around here.
I definitely understand. Just tell the listeners and the people that are calling and possibly wanting to join Surety 3 a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in the business and where you're located?
Well, like you said, I'm located in Louisiana. I've been in business for about 3 years now. And I got you guys emailed and gave you guys a call, and it's been nothing but positive vibes, and you guys have been very well with helping me understand, things you guys have to offer. And I've enjoyed the experience with you guys so far, so I'm definitely looking forward to everything that's in store for us.
Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. If I'm not mistaken, prior to you calling Surety 3, you had a non-liable agent contract with your insurance company. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
And we're not going to talk specific numbers while we're online, but let's just say it was pretty high what you were paying the insurance company.
Yes, it was.
So normally, the process when you call into Surety 3, you normally speak directly to me. My direct line is 904-677-5113. We can have a brief conversation about the type of contracts you want. We have contracts from liable agent to non-liable agent. And from there, I would direct you to our website, which is what I did with Mr. John. He's a liable agent who owned his own agency, so he put in an agency owner contract. Normally, I give a call within 24 to 48 hours. I think I was able to give you a call that same day, right, Mr. John?
Yes, it wasn't even 24 hours, and that's what I really liked about that. It was a quick turnaround.
Definitely. So normally, depending on the day, depending on if it's over the weekend, I call back my agents within 24 to 48 hours just to go over the basic information that they have on their application. I may ask you things like, how long have you been in business? Do you own your own agency? The area that you work in, the type of current contract you have. And me and Mr. John had this dialogue for, I would say probably about a 30-minute phone call. I asked him
Correct.
what he was looking for. I asked him what he was looking for in an agency and how Surety 3 could better assist him. Some of the things that we offer here at Surety 3, we offer bail agent software. If you guys have not heard of Capteria is one of the well-known softwares that we offer free to agents. We also offer shrinkable, adjustable rates, and I think Mr. John was definitely excited about that.
Yes, I was. That actually, it made my day, to be honest. How the rate you guys gave me, I was very pleased with it, very happy.
So normally for agents, we may start you at a certain rate, but after a year of working with us, based on your volume, based on how many forfeitures you did or did not have to pay out, how you handled your business, how you sent in your execution reports, in less than a year or a maximum of a year, I should say, we would actually decrease your rate. And I think that should make a lot of agents excited. I know Mr. John was excited about that.
It definitely made me excited.
We also have large bond and risky bonds. we allow you to, and because our company is nationwide, you definitely can work out of various states as far as transfer bonds, and you normally don't have to go through a third party. And I think that was one of the things that was a concern for Mr. John, right? With him having a non-viable contract, he has to call into his MGA before he can even get permission from his insurance company. With us, yes, you will have an MGA. However, you do not have to come directly through your MGA to get approval. We will have you will have one-on-one contact with the insurance company, and we would just be there to supervise in the background. Now, I don't know if I told Mr. John, but I'm definitely going to tell him now. We do offer vacation and relaxing getaways. So as soon as
that's new
Mr.
to me.
John,
Did not know that part.
well, as soon as you're ready to take a vacation, we have homes in the Dominican Republic as well as the Bahamas, as well as timeshares in Orlando. Is definitely open to our agents. Again, you just give me a call, and if we have that weekend or that week, or if you have the finances that month available to take that vacation, then we'll definitely open our homes open to you guys to be able to stay there.
So is it like I can take my family there too, or is it just for me?
Oh no, definitely. You can definitely take your family there. And the thing about the homes in the Dominican Republic and the Bahamas is the upstairs and downstairs. So if one agent is there, it's a separation. So you can be downstairs with you and your lovely wife, and the kids can be upstairs. Or if you decide to bring, your mom and dad, then it's definitely a separation. It's two different apartments. So even if it's just you by yourself, then maybe you can have the upstairs apartment, and then that downstairs will be open to another agent as well.
Okay, that sounds great, because definitely in need of a vacation.
I think I would love to have a vacation about this time. Now, once you put in an application with us, and I give you a call back within 24 to 48 hours, and we discuss what you're looking for within your new agency. From there, I will speak to the MGA for Surety 3, Mr. Rod Dowston. If you guys have not heard of him, he's been in the industry for 20-plus years, and he's well known throughout a number of states in the United States. Me and Mr. Dowston have conversation, and we come up with our first offer. And the reason why I like to call it the first offer is because our job is to make agents happy, and what we want to do is provide as much as we can to those agents. So if I'm not mistaken, the very first time that I called you, Mr. John, you were happy from the jump with the number that we had to offer.
Yes, I was. I was kind of excited because you did, like you said, you mentioned that, it's the first offer. So you did let me know, if I didn't like the first offer, there was a chance for negotiation. So, but I was very pleased with the first offer, and no negotiation was needed.
Right. So for agents that may be listening, again, when I give you a call with that first offer, and if you think that you deserve anything better, I've rarely ever told an agent no. However, lower rates sometimes have bigger requirements. And that's just where we negotiate back and forth to see what is best for each agent. Did you have any questions for me, Mr. John?
At this moment, no, because like you said, we talked for the good 30 minutes. You basically covered everything, every question I had. So you basically covered bases on questions I had. So the only question I do have at the very moment is how soon will I be able to get everything, all my stuff?
Definitely. So once we agree with those terms, which I believe we agreed with your rates yesterday, Mr. John, and once we agree with those terms, that information is sent directly to the insurance company that we work with. I like to tell agents to give the insurance company at least a week. Again, we are nationwide, so the turnaround time could be quicker, but it has never took longer than a week to go ahead and get that first contract. It will be sent via email, so you will have it instantly once it's sent. And as soon as you sign everything and provide the required documents and send that back to the insurance company, you will have not only your qualifying powers, but your supplies and all the powers that you need to be able to write bonds in your area. So definitely within a week, Mr. John, you'll be up and running and ready to go.
Okay, that's good. While you're sitting there talking, another question came to mind. I have a student that is currently inquiring going to college. How could you guys help with that?
Definitely a good question. So Surety 3, we do offer college programs. There's an application on our website for our scholarship program for children, not only just children. And again, I want to say that it's not just for kids. It's also for spouses as well as domestic partners. And it's strictly for agents that work directly with Surety 3. So as soon as you want your student to send in the application, Mr. John, you could definitely have them, go to our website and submit the application. Again, the turnaround time is exactly the same, between 24 to 48 hours. And we'll talk specifics about where they're trying to go to school, what area, and things like that. See if we can give them any type of other scholarships to go along with our scholarship programs, as well as financial assistance.
Okay, that sounds great. I'm glad to hear that because, yeah, I would love help with when it comes to that area. Also, when it comes to promoting my business, how can you guys help me with that also?
What we have is a marketing department, and within that marketing department, we basically promote your business over 30 sites and apps for free to our agents. We have a group of team that's ran by Mr. James, and he basically gets your website up and running. We come up with logos if you need it. We have people who come up with, I just had a big brain fart, a flyer as well as postcards for, I believe, quantities of like 5,000 for a very low price. And, again, that's just something that we offer to our agents strictly at Surety 3. And so if you needed any help with that, then it's free of charge. You would just give us a call up and let us know that you wanted to have more publicity for your bail bond agency.
Okay, and also what about passing out flyers?
What about passing out flyers?
Yes, when it comes to promoting business, what about the idea of passing out flyers? Do you guys do that?
Yes. So anytime we're in your area, because we are nationwide, we have agents out of Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Connecticut, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Louisiana. And anytime our agents want free promotion with our agency when we're in your area or in your state, we also can provide, again, free publicity to anyone that inquires about bail bond agents. So a lot of times we may get phone calls for bail bondsmen who want to work strictly non-liable. So if you are a liable agent with us and we get a phone call from a non-liable agent who wants to work for us, then we kind of make that connection with that agent so that they can begin working for you. And I think that's the easiest way sometimes for bail bondsmen to become MGAs. And I think that's something that we briefly discussed about how you can not only be an agency owner or a liable agent, but how you can gradually become a managing general agent for your area. And that's how we apply that. So anytime an agent gives us a call and they want to work in your area and you're an agent for us, then we push for those agents to work for you. And not only for you, but through our company. And then, again, if consumers come to us about business, because sometimes we're out there and we're promoting Surety 3, and a lot of times people don't know the difference between a bail bond agency or a surety agency. We go ahead and give out business cards, postcards, anything that the agent wants to help promote their business in that area. Now, before I forget, and it's definitely on my mind, have you ever heard of Instant Powers?
No, I'm not quite sure I've heard of that.
Okay. So Instant Powers is a great program. It's offered through certain states, through certain counties. So it's not everywhere, even though we are pushing for all counties and to be able to promote it, but it's definitely everywhere in Florida. So if I have any of my agents listening in from the state of Florida, we offer Instant Powers. Those are electronic-based powers. Let's just say that you had a large bond late at night and you just needed to, after you've gotten approval, you just needed that power to be able to post that bond. By a click of a button, you can send that power to you via Instant Powers, and you can execute that bond immediately. So we're definitely looking and hoping to bring that to your area as well, but it's definitely offered at any jail in the state of Florida.
That's great to hear, because that's honestly, you just answered my next question. I was going to ask about that. When it comes to me having a large bond, how quick would I be able to get the powers? But sounds like you guys already have that covered, so that's great.
Now, one thing about our company, I will say this. Again, that's just the pros about being with Surety 3. We are backed by a very well and a very established insurance company, and they are 24 hours, and they're great. And it's pretty good on how you can quickly get a response. So as soon as you put in for a large bond or a transfer bond request, you normally get a phone call from the insurance company within 30 minutes to an hour, just confirming it, if they have any questions, and the approval, again, is fairly quickly. I mean, of course, we want to make sure that all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted, but a good bond is a good bond, Mr. John.
Correct. That's correct.
Now, for any of the listeners that may be inquiring, and I just want to bring it up because earlier I discussed that Mr. John was a non-liable, and so sometimes being a non-liable, you do not have your own buff account. But there's no worries for any of the agents that may be listening. We do offer great, not only rates, but great numbers when it comes to opening your new buff to go ahead and start accumulating that for yourself once you become a liable agent. And I know a lot of people are used to, 20 years from now, an agent has to put $20,000, $50,000 in their buff, and it's nothing like these days. And I think Mr. John would agree with me. We definitely gave him a good number for his new buff so that he can have that behind him as well in his agency to support him in case he has any forfeitures.
That's correct. That was part of the negotiation part that we talked about when you gave me my rate and everything. So I was very pleased with the amount you gave me. Like you said, that non-liable, didn't really have to worry about it at one point. So it was very good to hear the number you guys gave to me, and I was very pleased with it.
Now, for any of our listeners, again, not only do we offer liable agent contracts and agency owner contracts, but we do offer non-liable agent contracts. So I don't want anyone to think that you have to have your own business to give us a call and to begin writing with us. You do not. We definitely are open to every agent that is willing to work with our company. And again, that's how we can help some of our liable agents as they try to become a bigger agency. Now, Mr. John, we did briefly talk about this because I remember you telling me that you do recovery in your area, correct?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
For some of those agents like myself, I'm a bail bondsman outside of Surety 3, but however, me jumping out of cars and kicking down doors was not my thing. We do offer at Surety 3 legal counsel when you need help with bail bond forfeitures and motions, and we do also have recovery guys that travel that can help, and I think that's a big thing for those agents who may not do recovery. We do offer assistance with any forfeitures so that you could be able to, get your guy back in jail.
That's good. Yeah, I keep my ear to the streets when it comes to bail bonding, so I've definitely heard that about you guys, and that was one of the reasons why when I got the emails from you guys, I was quick to hop on and actually, talk to you guys and see what it was all about. So I was very pleased when I heard about that.
No, thank you. And it's not just if we need to come there to help you physically pick up the defendant, but even if you needed to search records, you needed names ran, you needed addresses found, things like that, we're definitely there. Tags, anything of that sort, we're definitely there. We've used some new technology that helps us run electricity bills and things like that. So we definitely have our ears to the street as well to make sure that business can run as smooth as possible.
That's good. The more and more we talk, the more I'm excited about getting this ball rolling with you guys.
Well, thank you so much, John. I really do appreciate you taking your time to give us a call today, as well as being able to discuss your experience with the callers. For all the callers that are listening, please give us a call, even if you just have questions and want to inquire about our agency. Surety 3 General Agency has been around since 2013, and we are growing yearly and yearly with more and more agents, and we're becoming bigger and bigger nationwide. As soon as the state is open, we're there and we're running in of the many states that we're hitting hard to make sure that agents not only have good rates, but a good managing general agency and insurance company to back them on their business. And I think Mr. John's experience with us is definitely proving that we're doing something right.
Yes, that's correct. To the callers that are listening, Ms. Carmen is very knowledgeable in what she's talking about. And I had, like I said, nothing but positive vibes. And she helped me with all the questions I had. It's just been nothing but pleasant talking to her. So I definitely encourage anybody that's trying or want to talk to her or get to know more about the company, just give her a call. She definitely will answer all the questions you have.
And again, thank you so much, Mr. John, for calling in. It's popped up out of nowhere. Yes, it may be new to some, but it's old to others. And so now that people are hearing our name, they can find out what we are, who we are, and what our vision is for the city as well as the local and surrounding counties. Most agents who know me, I'm very upfront. I don't mind answering any questions. I don't mind having any sit down with any agent, president, vice president, members. It really doesn't make a difference to me, but we are backed. And I'll say that again. We are backed by the Department of Financial Services. We are recognized. And I love telling people this because once people learn who we are, then they realize, hey, they're not new. We're not new. We may be a new in what we're trying to do and what we're trying to incorporate, but we've been around for years now. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening. Surety 3 General Agency is a refreshing new concept in the managing general agent community. All general agents, managers, and/or insurance companies are offering the same services. No one is offering you benefits and ways to save you money and help build your business in this economy but Surety 3. Click on the link below or this photo and compare us with your general agent and/or agency. We invest in our agents and our business. We feel that MGAs and insurers should do more than just issue powers and paperwork. Yes, it is said you get what you pay for. Please compare us with your general agent and/or agency. Surety 3 General Agency has 3 contract options. 1. No liability bonding. Surety 3 General Agency will assume 100% of the bond liability. 2. Split the liability bonding. Split the bond 50-50 down the middle with the agent. 3. Liability bonding. You will assume 100% of the bond liability. To learn more about agents' benefits, call us today. Call us now at 800-691-2356. Again, that's 800-691-2356. And thank you for listening. Goodbye.